So today we are going to study chapter 2, that is the food factory of the plants. So first of all we need that food is very important for us because food provide energy to us to do various works, play, study. For everything we need energy, and that energy comes from the food. So every living things they need food. But some of the living things they are able to make their own food, while others get their food from different sources. So the living things that are able to make their own food, they are called autotrophs, and the others who depends on other for food, they are called heterotrophs. So mostly there are two types: autotrophs, heterotrophs. Those who are able to produce their own food, they are called autotrophs. Those who depend on others for food, they are called heterotrophs. So mostly green plants are called autotrophs because green plants are able to prepare their own food, while animals and humans, they are not able to prepare their own food. They depend on the plants or the autotrophs for their food, so they are called heterotrophs. So you can classify, you can clear about the two types, that is autotroph and heterotroph. Autotroph are able to produce their own food, that is green plants, but heterotroph depend on the others for their food, that is animals and humans. So we are also heterotrophs. So now we will see that how green plants are producing their own food. So even from class 3 you had studied that the leaf is known as the kitchen of the plant. So the leaf is able to prepare food for the plants. So now we will study that how food is prepared in the leaf. For that we will study about the structure and function of the leaf. So first we will study about the parts of a leaf. So you might have seen different types of leaves, like rose plant, peepal tree, mango tree. You have seen the leaves. So the top surface of leaf, that is coated, that is having a waxy coating to protect themselves from the loss of water. So mainly I had told in the previous class also, the leaves are having waxed coating to protect themselves from the loss of the water. So now we will see the structure, the parts, different parts of the leaf. The flat part of the leaf, that is green in color, the whole flat part of the leaf, that is called leaf blade, or it is also known as lamina, leaf blade or lamina. Then the tip of the leaf, that is called leaf apex. Here you can see a main line is going through, that is called main vein or midrib, and the side lines, they are called side veins. Even you have observed that the upper and lower side of a leaf blade are slightly different in color. The upper side is smooth and dark, and while the lower side is rough and light. So this midrib, it is like a thin tube. It is running. You can see that the midrib is running in the middle of the leaf. It is like a thin tube. So this is the midrib or the main vein. After that, small other tubes are there. That is known as the side veins. So these veins are help in transporting water and minerals and food to all parts of the leaf and to other parts of the plant. So these veins are very important because they are transporting the water, minerals and food to all the parts of the leaf and to the plant also. They provide strength to the leaf blade and help to maintain the shape of the leaf. And then underside of the leaf, you might have studied about the stomata. The underside of the leaf has many tiny pores, that is called stomata. So these pores are very small. Stomata we can't see with the naked eyes because it is very small. The stomata are very small tiny pores, that is we can't see. So it is present in the underside of the leaf. So again this stomata is helping in the gaseous exchange in the plants. Because of the stomata, plants can take carbon dioxide and release oxygen. So it is very interesting to know that during photosynthesis, when photosynthesis means when the plants prepare the food during daytime, the carbon dioxide enters the leaf through the stomata and oxygen and water vapor released. But during night time, when the plant is not preparing the food, oxygen enters and carbon dioxide released through the stomata. So this is very interesting. Mostly during daytime, the plants take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen, but during night time they take oxygen and release carbon dioxide. So all these gaseous exchange takes place through the stomata. During photosynthesis or during daytime, the leaf use carbon dioxide to produce food, but during night time for respiration they take oxygen. Now you can take any other leaf what is present around you, you can take and you can see, you can observe that this flat part, this whole flat part that which is green in color, you can see that it is, I have taken a leaf that is green in color, and the flat part is called leaf blade. This flat part is called leaf blade or that is called leaf blade or lamina, and you see this point, this tip is called leaf apex. This tip is called leaf apex, and a middle line is running, tube like middle line is running through the middle of the leaf. This is called midrib or main vein. This line is called midrib or main vein. After that you can see that from the both side thin tubes that is coming, this is called side veins. These lines are called side veins. So these veins are transporting water and minerals and food to whole parts of the leaves and to the other parts of the plant also. So this green leaf is responsible for the preparation of food for the plants. So next class we will study how that this green plant is able to prepare the food. Please study the book so that you will be more clear about the parts of a leaf.